Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. Hope you all had a great weekend. Raring to go for this week. We have the Bilbao special event happening in Spain this coming weekend. I will be over there casting, so if you guys are around and aren't playing in the tournament, do try and catch the stream. It will be a very good event. Lots of high quality players be attending that event, so it should be a lot of fun, and it'll be great to hear you guys' opinion on the stream and all that jazz. So I will at one point through the week, probably Wednesday to Thursday, link all of the stream details in the description below for you guys, so you know where to click on and view the stream and things. We're going to continue this week playing the Conversion Porygon 2 team that we started playing last week, so hopefully we have a few more good games this week. So we've got a first opponent of the day. They're running a team of Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Kartana, Garchomp, Arcanine and Mandibuzz. It is a QR code team, primarily based around Tailwind, with the Mandibuzz support there. Probably the Psychic Seed on the Mandibuzz. Lele, I don't really know this QR code team, but you kind of got to guess. Lele could be Scarf, could be Specs. You're probably looking at maybe the Z move on Kartana, Sword Stance, or maybe Groundium on the Garchomp. It could also be Assault Vest. Then you've got Intimidate support from the Arcanine, and then, well, best guess from anything on the Tapu Koko. If it is a Sword Stance Garchomp, it could be Skydrop, so we may be looking at an Assault Vest variant, but you never know, it might be Choice Specs as well. I think here we could go, kind of want Affinity, but we don't want to reveal that it is Specs by leading it. So maybe switching it in, taking advantage of Togedemaru's Fake Out. Do I want Porygon 2 here, to be honest? Probably want Kartana, Arcanine and Togedemaru here. Bringing the Porygon 2 against Mandibuzz kind of puts me off because of the foul play, and we don't have Will-O-Wisp to kind of take away the damage output from the foul play. So becoming a Ghost type and getting the boost, it just powers up the foul play, and I think we've got better options in the team to kind of deal with it. Maybe Arcanine would have been a good shout here, but things like Kartana and Garchomp do put a lot of pressure on Gigalith, especially without Trick Room on our side of the field. So we'll try this 4 out and see how we get on. We see my opponent lead off with Tapu Lele and Kartana. So we do get a Misty Terrain up, so we know it's not a Scarfed Tapu Lele. So we could go for the Soak strategy. I think what I'll do here is just switch in Arcanine for Tapu Fini, and I'll go for a Smart Strike. Is it a bit too obvious though onto the Lele? Maybe not. Let's go for that. We do get an Intimidate off with Arcanine. Lower the attack power of that opposing Kartana. We see the Tapu Lele just switch out, and Arcanine come in. We'll see what this Kartana does on the opposing side of the field. And it's going for a Leaf Blade into the Finny slot, so that's fine. We don't mind that too much. We'll get a Smart Strike onto the Arcanine, but doing very minimal damage, especially after the Intimidate. But it's chipped nonetheless. So, Kartana, does it switch out here? You've got to imagine it probably does. Because I could Flare Blitz into it. My opponent might think that I'm not going to attack into it because of Protect, or the switch is so obvious. I'll go for the Flare Blitz regardless, and I will switch in Tapu Fini for the Kartana. Yeah, so the opposing Kartana does switch out. Garchomp coming in. But this is alright. This isn't too bad because we'll get a bit of chip with the Flare Blitz onto the Garchomp, and then we can, you know, double target it the next turn with an Extreme Speed and a Moonblast, and that should be enough to take it down. We do see a Wild Charge come out from the Arcanine though, predicting that Finny switch in. Okay. Depending on how much damage this does. Yeah, I think we'll probably get away with, because of the critical hit there, which is quite big for us. But unfortunate for my opponent. I think we'll be able to switch in our Togedemaru here, avoid any Wild Charge damage this next turn, and go for a Moonblast into the Garchomp. We might see the Garchomp just protect here and the Arcanine try that Wild Charge again. So they don't know we've got the Togedemaru in the back, but it's got to be something playing on their mind, I would imagine, at this point, whether we've got it. And like we were saying in Team Preview, the Garchomp could potentially be Assault Vest as well, which wouldn't be ideal for us, but we'll see. We get the Togedemaru in regardless. Get the Moonblast off. Hopefully it is going to be enough to pick up the KO. Oh, it isn't quite enough, and we see an Earthquake come out, which is not great for us at all. Okay. But both our Pokemon actually do survive, which is pretty huge. Okay. So we can fake out the Kartana with Togedemaru and just go for a Moonblast into the Garchomp. It probably is gonna, I don't know, will it protect here? Probably will. But we kind of need to cover that slot just in case. We might see the Arcanine come in place of that Garchomp. But we know we're outspeeding it, so opponent just taking his time, thinking about what he wants to do. No switches, so we are gonna get the fake out into the Kartana. We will get this Moonblast off into. Ooh, we do reveal though that this is a Scarfed Kartana, which is really interesting. Did get rid of the Garchomp though, so that's good information. Because we could have, you know, later on, if we hadn't picked up on that, we might get ourselves into a bit of an awkward position. So, this next turn, I'm going to switch Finny out for Arcanine, get an Intimidate off onto both these opposing physical type attackers, and I'm just going to Spiky Shield with Togedemaru. And we can kind of scout out what this opposing Kartana is going to lock itself into. Might switch out for Tapu Lele here. But we want to try and preserve our terrain, so when that Psychic Terrain does come back out, at least we want to try and make sure that we've got Finny in the back to kind of come in and reduce the damage of those big potential Psychic type attacks that Lele can fire off. So we switch Finny out, in comes our Arcanine. And we'll see if this opposing Arcanine has extreme speed, because it would be a good time for it to kind of pick up some quick KOs. And there it is, into the Togedemaru. So we'll take a little bit of damage from that Spiky Shield and Sacred Sword to Arcanine. Does this proc a berry? Oh, just outside berry range. But we do know it's locked in to that. My opponent could double into Arcanine here, which wouldn't be great. I'm gonna just attack with Togedemaru, and I'm gonna protect. Oh, do I protect or do I switch out? Arcanine. I'm gonna protect Arcanine here. And Kartana withdrawing. Okay. So we'll probably see an extreme speed just into the Togedemaru slot, you've got to imagine. There's an extreme speed, it'll pick up the KO. Oh no! No extreme speed this turn. So we do get the Zing Zap off, get a bit of damage onto the Lele. And we see Bulldoze come out. Okay. Right, now I can't really bring in Tapu Fini because we are in extreme speed range. And I don't know if an extreme speed from our Arcanine and the Sacred Sword is going to be enough to take down the opposing Arcanine. But I guess we've got to try and go for it and hope that it is enough. I don't think extreme speed's going to put that Arcanine into berry range. We just got to hope it puts it low enough for Sacred Sword to pick up the KO. But it all depends on how defensively it is built. So Lele protecting, feeling that it hasn't got specs or anything like that, so that's good. You do get the extreme speed off. Oh, of course we can't use it because of the psychic terrain. Fool. Do get the Sacred Sword off. Now we are going to lose our Kartana. Okay. Arcanine is going to go down, reveals it hasn't got a berry. Okay. And we've got Fini. I mean, we do get rid of the priority attack, but foolishly forgetting about the psychic terrain here. Right, so we know the Kartana. I think what we do is we attack into the Lele with Arcanine, hope that we're faster than the Tapu Lele, and hope that Flare Blitz will be able to take it out. That should proc a berry on an Arcanine. And then I'll go for a Hydro Pump into the Kartana and just a Flare Blitz into the Lele. There's a Leaf Blade into Fini. Okay, so we've got to hope that we're faster than the Lele here, and that the Flare Blitz is going to be enough to pick up the kill. Yeah, we're faster. Oh, are we strong enough to take it down? We are. Okay, so this should proc our berry. And we should take a +1 Leaf Blade, which should allow us to kind of win the match. And after that silly mistake of extreme speeding. But I mean, the thing is here, Leaf Blade has a quite high critical hit chance. So, critical hit could take us down, potentially. So, we need to kind of hope that... Ah, my opponent just forfeits. Okay. But like I was saying, we made that silly mistake with the extreme speed in the psychic terrain. You just need to make sure that you remember the terrains and the effects and things like that. And sometimes, as you've seen me do in the past, I kind of just little details you forget. You get a little bit carried away. So just make sure when you guys are playing to remember that. But we got through it and got away with it in the end there. But you know, sometimes you don't do that. So it's just important to kind of reiterate that point and make sure that you're aware of the terrain that you're in and the moves that you're using within that terrain. Is it affected by it or not? But we will move on, and we find our next opponent pretty quickly, which is great. Serena on a 1672 rating, running a team of Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Arcanine, Araquanid, Porygon 2 and Metagross. So, I like P2 conversion here. We've got to be a bit careful with the opposing Trick Room. from my opponent, because they do have Nihilego. They can potentially throw Trick Room up for the Araquanid and the Metagross. You've got P2 as well that can potentially throw a Trick Room up. You've got that Ban Core, which kind of covers itself really nicely with the Bulu, Nihilego and the Arcanine. So what else do I want? Maybe Kartana here is going to be extremely good, I think, regardless. And do I want Finny to change the terrain? Or do I want Arcanine? Finny's probably a good one, because Finny is a nice switch into anything kind of Araquanid's going to throw out at us. So I'll lock in with those four, and we'll see how we get on in this match, which will probably be our last match of the episode today. And just to let you guys know, we are going to have a best of 3 battler back this week. We've got a special guest lined up for later on this week, so do keep an eye out for that when it comes out. It'll probably be Wednesday time. And then we've got the stream on Thursday as well, so we'll be doing a stream viewer battles this week. So if you would like to come and play me on the stream, 2014, 15, 16, 17, whatever, do come along at 8 PM UK time on Thursday evening, and we generally just hang out, have a lot of fun, and we'll be doing some viewer battles this week, so that should be great. The last time we did it was a lot of fun. Okay, so we see my opponent lead off with the Metagross and the Arcanine. I think what I want to do here is just fake out the Arcanine and go for the Z conversion with Porygon 2. Because the Metagross isn't applying too much pressure where the Arcanine could potentially have Roll, Snarl, Bulldoze, etc, etc. We see it switch out though straight away from the Nihilego. We do get the fake out off into the Nihilego slot, break any potential sash there, and we are going to get this Z conversion off with our P2, and we'll see what this Metagross goes for. You'd imagine probably a Zen Headbutt. Oh, Meteor Mash into the P2 maybe. And a Hammer Arm into Togedemaru. Okay, that will take us down to our sash. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think here what I'll do is just go for a Shadow Ball into the Metagross slot. Opponent might switch out. Does the Nihilego here go for a Trick Room though? That's the thing. Could potentially go for a Trick Room. I'll bring in Kartana regardless in the Togedemaru slot. But we may see a Trick Room being set up. So yeah, Metagross withdrawing. What's coming in? Tapu Bulu. Okay. Well, this isn't the worst situation in the world. And we do get a Shadow Ball off P2. Do some decent damage to Bulu. Reduce that special defense, so an Ice Beam will pick up the KO this next turn. And I think what I'll do this next turn is switch in Finny for Kartana, get rid of that grassy terrain. I'll just go for an Ice Beam into the Tapu Bulu. There's every chance that they go for a Bloom Doom, and we don't want it going for that in a grassy terrain. We want to kind of take that extra boost away from it if we can. So that's what I'll do. And we're not going to see a Sludge Bomb into the Kartana slot from the Nihilego. You've got to think that may double attack into the Porygon 2. So we'll get the Finny in, get that Misty Terrain up. You see a Hidden Power from Bulu. So Hidden Power Fire. Okay. And a Sludge Bomb into the Porygon 2, but we take that quite comfortably because of the Ghost typing. We're no danger of getting poisoned either with the Misty Terrain up, and we'll be able to take down this Tapu Bulu quite comfortably with our P2 here. And we'll see what my opponent brings in next. And it is the Metagross again. It is going to perform a bit better under the Trick Room terrain, but we're not really in any danger from P2 at the minute, so we'll just go for a Shadow Ball into Metagross. I'm going to switch out Finny because I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb unnecessarily. Did we bring in Togedemaru or Kartana? Probably Togedemaru. I don't mind. I'd rather lose Togedemaru than take big damage with Kartana at the moment. So Zen Headbutt from the Metagross into P2. Yeah. And Sludge Bomb again into P2, concentrating all their efforts into that slot. We do flinch though, which is a bit unfortunate, but bringing Togedemaru in here is fine, so we'll be able to get a recover off with P2. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to fake out the Metagross, which kind of guarantees our recovery, or do I want to stop Nihilego getting a Beast Boost, because it'll probably target Togedemaru and risk being flinched again by the Metagross. Let's fake out the Metagross. I'd rather not flinch, I'd rather keep P2 alive. We have Kartana in the back for the Nihilego anyway, so Metagross flinches, Sludge Bomb into the P2 again. Okay. So we keep Togedemaru around for at least one more turn. We'll get a recover off with P2. And this is the last turn of Trick Room, so I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball again into the Metagross. And I'm just going to Spiky Shield with Togedemaru this turn. We'll probably see Zen Headbutt, Sludge Bomb come out again from the Metagross Nihilego, which we could have potentially went for an attack with Togedemaru, but with the Trick Room ending this next turn, it's not really worth doing. So we see the Metagross just withdraw. I'm going to see Arcanine come in. Got to imagine it will have Extreme Speed, which it'll try and use to take down the Togedemaru this next turn. But we are going to get a Shadow Ball into the Arcanine here, so at least that's some chip into it. Sludge Bomb again into the P2. And the dimensions turn back to normal. So I think what my opponent probably does here is try and get a Trick Room up with the Nihilego. So I'm just going to lock it in if I get the chance. If we don't see Extreme Speed come out, that'd be great. And I will be able to lock it into Sludge Bomb, which is fine, so it can't get another Trick Room up. Ooh, Nihilego actually switches out, not going for that Trick Room. And we see Metagross come back in. So we'll get a recover off with P2. And what's this Arcanine going to go for? Hopefully not a roll. Encore fails. And Bulldoze. Okay. So activating that weakness policy on the Metagross. So that's a nice play from my opponent. But P2 is still going to be faster than the Metagross. Because we were faster than it before we got the conversion boost anyway, so the Arcanine has just kind of nullified that conversion speed boost that we've got. So I'll bring in Finny here. What I can do is go for a Hydro Pump into the Arcanine. That should be enough to take it down, and then just Shadow Ball into the Metagross. So all going well, we should be alright here. Let's go for that Hydro Pump and hope it hits. Metagross just protecting here. Hydro Pump does connect, which is brilliant. And the Shadow Ball just hits into the protect of the Metagross. So Nihilego coming in for my opponent. You've got to imagine they go for the Trick Room, but with Metagross protecting the last turn, there's every chance that you know, they probably will go for the double protect, try and get that Trick Room up. But there's every chance it will fail. So I am going to go for the Shadow Ball into that slot again. Hydro Pump, yeah, it does fail. Hydro Pump does connect with Nihilego. We'll be going for that Trick Room here. Do some really good damage to it with the Hydro Pump. Shadow Ball will pick up the KO onto Metagross, and we've got Kartana in the back that we can just bring in and clean this up. So this has been a pretty clean game. We played it really well, and just kind of managed the situations that we've been in. It's a very difficult core to play around the band core, I always feel. And I do like the inclusion of Metagross in there. But we've kind of managed it just well. I feel like we've done alright. My opponent just forfeiting there, so a very good game to my opponent, and a nice way to end and ease us into Monday's episode for the rest of the week. So setting us up quite nicely, and we will continue playing this team for the rest of the week. And you know, we made some changes last week. We talked about changes that we could make to the team to optimize it and things like that, and I'm not stopping now. We did make changes. You know, we brought the Assault Vest Kartana into the team. We put Snarl on Arcanine over Helping Hand, which I do feel is a better option on it, especially just for this team in particular. But I still feel like there is places where we could make improvements in the team. You know, maybe the Gigalith is something that we need to look at. We did talk about that last week on the stream last week, so I will keep my brain ticking around, and I'd love you guys to get in touch in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts on what you'd maybe change about the team. And I do see that a few of you have tried the QR code team over the weekend, so those of you that have, that we've got so far, the team that we've got so far, I mean, let me know how you found it, how you've got on with it. If there's aspects of the team that you're not really sure about, or think, this isn't working too well, do let me know, because all the feedback just helps the team get better, and hopefully we can get something that's a nice polished article by the end of it, and we can get that new QR code put up and a Pastebin and things like that, and maybe some of you guys want to take it to a tournament and play with, because I do think it's got a lot of potential. I don't think, you know, there's the argument saying it's a bit gimmicky, you know, it's a best of one team, but I do think it can perform as a best of three team. It's got that really good AFK core in there, which is pretty solid. So, and the Togedemaru, as we've seen, has been a bit of an unsung hero with the whole squad so far. It's I think it's just shaping up every Pokemon to kind of fit into the team how it wants to. But I would love to hear your opinions, as always, guys. So if you have got them, do drop them in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the episode today, as always, please leave a like on the video. It does massively help the channel out. If you're new to the channel, I do welcome you. Welcome. If you're not subscribed already, do hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date with all our daily content. We have our School of Hard Knocks, which is our daily upload series, which is the VGC content. We have a QR code once a week on a Wednesday. We have a best of three battler, have a Battle Spot double series, which will be coming back soon. And streams on a Thursday, and loads of other stuff kind of planned coming up, so lots going on. But I will leave it there, guys. So thank you as always for tuning in. It has been amazing as always, and we'll pick up again tomorrow and hopefully have a good more couple of games, if that even makes sense, if that's English. I don't know, I'm still pretty sleepy after the weekend, but yes, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you as always, guys. So have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. And whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves. And I will see you all tomorrow. So until then, guys, take care and bye-bye.